Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, depending on where you are in this wonderful world. Welcome to Across the Pond. My name is Vic, and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. It's that time of the week. Yep, it's a roundup of everything North American, and we've got to get into a lot today. I'm not going to even put out the topics today because we've got to talk about the NFL. We've got to talk about the Super Bowl, obviously. We've got to talk about Bill Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame as a first ballot Hall of Famer. We're going to talk about all the coaching, hirings and stuff that is going on in the NBA. Then we're going to talk about the WNBA, which the Women's National Basketball Association. At the moment, I'm calling it Women with No Brains at All, because that is stupid what they are. Crazy. We'll talk about that. Got to look at the NBA. That's hotting up. Johnny's on the trading block, maybe. Then we've got to talk about the NHL. Their All-Star Games coming up. The NBA All-Star Games coming up. Have a quick look at the rankings out there in the college basketball, men and women. And anything else you guys would like to discuss, just let me know in the chat. We'll get into it. But let's start at the beginning. And the beginning is, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We're on our way to 134,000. The automatic subscribe count is not working at the moment, but we're around about 133,500. So keep on liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification button. Let me just have a quick look who's all in the chat. Tony Soprano, Scotty, Gavin, Ronnie, Maximus, Dennis, Eric from Nevada, Lamarcky Johnson, Sergio. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. There we go. I got the chat up there. I can also read it there. There you go. But let's start. Look, last week, playoffs in the NBA, in the NFL. There you go. That was the playoff tree, and we have our Super Bowl. And it's the New England Patriots. Yes, baby. Against the Seattle Seahawks. The perfect final for me. Exactly what I wanted, being a Patriots fan. And, we support the Seahawks as well, thanks to Dominique. So, that's the final we wanted. We had that final, I think, in 2015 last time. Remember when they should have given the ball to Marshawn Lynch and they didn't? And we took it away from them and we won the Super Bowl. So, yeah, looking good. So, let's see that. These are the teams that are in the Super Bowl, of course. Fantastic. It's going to be good. And as you can see on top of my head, the Super Bowl count. Only 10 days to go, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. 10 days, 8 hours, 56 minutes, and 33 seconds. I can't wait. Me and Vern are going to be doing that one live. We're going to have our own little Super Bowl party. I hope you guys join us for that. We're going to have snacks in the studio. Oh, it's going to have a lot of fun. Because, there's a lot of breaks between the games, so we can talk a lot of shit. Don't worry. But that's coming up. That is Sunday the 8th. Monday the 9th for us here in Europe. It changes, it moves over. But 10 days and 8 hours to go. Check it out. Now we've got to talk about, hi Peter, we've got to talk about the Hall of Fame. The Pro Hall of Fame there in Canton, Ohio. It's now officially the Hall of Shame. No one gives a shit about the Hall of Fame anymore. You might as well, those yellow jackets, burn them all because they're worthless. They're worthless. They don't count for anything anymore. I mean, I'm actually thinking of creating a new Hall of Fame here and inducting people into it, because this Hall of Fame is worthless. Everybody that got a yellow jacket in the Hall of Fame, you have just diminished the yellow jackets. All the coaches, all the players beforehand, your yellow jackets are worthless. Burn them. Because how the hell can this man not be a first ballot Hall of Famer? This is how the system works. You have 50 journalists. There's the problem already. Fucking journalists. They know nothing about sports. Nothing. All they do is talk shit the whole day, make up stories. 50 of them in the US get to choose who gets into the Hall of Fame. You need 40 to be on the ballot. You get to choose 3. So one of 3 names. So you want to tell me that Bill Belichick wasn't one of your 3 names on that? There is a conspiracy, I can tell you now. Tony Dungy, all these people, come on, man. You make me sick. This man has won the most Super Bowls in the history of the NFL. You can't even talk NFL without talking Bill Belichick. That's like saying Pele Maradona would not be in the Hall of Fame of football, soccer. This man won six Super Bowls as a coach. An extra 2 with the Giants as a defensive coordinator. and you do not put him in the Hall of Fame as a first Hall of Fame. Now, I can't hardly talk. I'm so upset. You people should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. I want names. I want them now. I want to know exactly who didn't vote for you, for Bill Belichick. And you should all be put out in a stadium and people should be able to tar and feather you. That is the biggest disgrace. If I'm Bill Belichick, even if they put me into the Hall of Fame next year, I would just say I'm not coming. If I'm Tom Brady, I'm saying, don't even mention me in the Hall of Fame. I don't want to be there. All players and all coaches should boycott the Hall of Fame from now on, because that is a freaking disgrace. Everybody in football, everybody, college football, doesn't matter who you are, everybody will tell you Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all times, the GOAT coach. The only person that can rival him is Nick Saban on the college thing. There you go. And he doesn't get into the Hall of Fame. I'm out of this world. This is incredible, man. This is freaking incredible. That would be like, that's exactly the same as in rugby these days. How Rassie Rasmus never gets Coach of the Year. That's exactly the same shit. Bill Belichick. If I'm Bill, resign at North Carolina and go get a job in the NFL, win another title and shove it up their arse. Unbelievable. Nah, this is a joke, man. This is a joke. American sports is going downhill, man. How the hell can Bill Belichick not be first ballot Hall? And in the same week, the NFL makes Shedeur Sanders a Pro Bowler. Listen here, son. You're not in the best 30 quarterbacks in the league. How the hell does he become? Because his daddy's Deion Sanders. It's the same shit in the NBA with LeBron. LeBron's kid, Bronny, couldn't play in the EuroLeague. He wouldn't play in the EuroLeague. He's not good enough. But he gets to play on the Lakers because daddy plays there. That is exactly what's wrong. All this nepotism and stuff like that. I could go into a different direction. Vern knows in which direction. I'm not going to go there because I'll get banned from YouTube. I'm just saying. It's funny. It's funny that certain things I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I am so bloody upset. It's unbelievable that this man didn't get in the first round. It's impossible. It's impossible, man. It is freaking impossible. No, it's probably put Shedeur Sanders already in the Hall of Fame. Nah, fucking hell. No. Oh, what did Martin Lawrence say in Bad Boys? Wooza. Calm down, Vic. Calm down. Because I got another segment called the WNBA where my blood pressure is going to go up again. Okay. So, Bill, we know you the GOAT. You know you the GOAT. Everybody knows you the GOAT. Only those 50 fucking idiots, they don't know that you the GOAT. That is a disgrace. I want names. But let's move on. Look, a lot of coaching hires in the NFL. You see, I'm so upset already with the NFL and everything like that. There we go. Look, let's have a look at all the coaching hires. Quickly, we'll go through that. We do know that the Falcons hired Kevin Stefanski. Good choice there. Hi, word. Did you hear Bill Belichick not in the Hall of Fame? And I'm losing my shit. So, Falcons got Kevin Stefanski. The Giants, they got Jim Harbaugh. I think those are, for both teams, I think it's a good one. The Dolphins got Jeff Hafley. I like that one as well. I'm going to say something about this afterwards while they get my blood pressure boiling. The Titans, I think, are one of the best hires for me. I like him a lot. Robert Saleh. Good job there. I like him. Did a good job with the 49ers this year as the defensive coordinator. The Bills got Joe Brady, or they had Joe Brady. They promoted him to the head coach. He was the offensive coordinator. The Ravens get Jesse Minter. I like that hire. I do like that hire. The Steelers. This is the one I don't like. The Steelers get Mike McCarthy. And now it is a disaster. I could talk about Bill Belichick for 5 fucking hours straight, and I could vent for 5 hours. Exactly. If Bill doesn't deserve the bloody Hall of Fame, who does? The Hall of Fame is worthless. I don't want to ever hear anything about the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is worthless. It's like a $1 shop on the street. That's become a $1. Those dollar shops. That's what it is. It used to be, I don't know. It used to be Macy's. Now it's a $1 shop. It's worthless. It's nothing. It's just a load of cheap crap now. And everybody that's in the Hall of Fame, those yellow jackets, burn them. They're not worth a fucking thing anymore, man. That would be like in the Golf Hall of Fame, Tiger Woods doesn't get in. Just can't handle that. The Browns signed Todd Monken as their head coach. The Cardinals and the Raiders still have no head coaches. Now, listen here. We have a thing called the Rooney Rule. They have a thing called the Rooney Rule in the NFL, which means they're trying to. It's been around for about 2 decades now, where they try to get more coaches of a diverse background. So more African Americans, more, how do you call that, Latinos or whatever. But this year, out of all the job openings, only Robert Saleh has got a job, funny enough. So you know the woke society is going to go off their arse again in the US. You just know that. You bloody well know that. Peter, thanks a lot, man. Much appreciated. So much appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, 2 teams still need a coach. The Cardinals and the Raiders. Why are the Cardinals and Raiders got no coach? Because they're the 2 worst teams with a job opening, I think. Who wants to go to the Raiders at the moment? I mean, they've got a beautiful stadium in it, and it's Las Vegas, baby. You can hit the casinos in the evening. Good food, good stuff. Me personally, I would side for the Raiders because I just want to live in Vegas, baby. Cardinals, Arizona. I'd side for the Cardinals as long as I could live in what's his name? Ronnie's going to help me out there. What's my favorite place? Scottsdale. If I can live in Scottsdale, then I coach the Cardinals. The Browns wouldn't go to Cleveland. Sorry about that. The Steelers, not my city. Baltimore, Buffalo, it's too fucking cold in winter. Tennessee, I like Tennessee a lot. Miami, baby, go to the Miami. There you go. That's kind of my cities. My nose is itching, still got this big cold. Now, let me take a sip of water. Let me calm down because my blood pressure is going to go up by about 3,000 degrees right now. We got to talk about the WNBA. The WNBA stands for Women's National Basketball Association. It's wrong. Change the name. Woman with no brains at all. That's what it stands for. Because I'm going to read something out to you now, right? I'm going to read it out to you. All right. Because I got to be careful that I don't misquote anything here because, the woke mafia will be on my arse after this. Okay. The CBA agreement they had in place, that expired on the 31st of October 2025. And they got to get a new CBA. What is a CBA? It's called the Collective Bargaining Agreement in the USA. All major sports leagues have that. It's basically an agreement between the players, the union, the league, the owners, whatever, on how much you're getting paid, the revenue sharing, all that stuff. Fantastic. Okay. So, let's get into the numbers, okay? Looks like there could be a strike. I'm personally hoping they cancel the season. I personally actually hope that the fucking WNBA folds because these women are so stupid. You got to listen to this, all right? According to sources with knowledge, okay? The latest proposal by the league includes a revenue sharing model that would provide players with up to 70% of net revenue, not gross, net revenue, okay? This model would increase the average salary to above $530,000, okay? That is a 340% increase on the current $120,000 that they had. So they had an average wage of $120,000 a year, and now they're going to have an average wage of $530,000, okay? I would say quite good. Almost 4 times the amount. These numbers are for the first year of the deal. In the second year of the deal, the average wage will go up to $780,000. $780,000, okay? The maximum salary would also get a significant boost, right? Starting at $1 million. So the maximum, I think this year the maximum was like around about $200,000, okay? So the maximum will be $1 million. So good players like Caitlin Clark or Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, they'd get $1 million, right? So 5 times their salary from this year, right? And in the second year, they could go up to 1.3, and in the third year, they could go up to $2 million, depending on revenue sharing, okay? Now, Brianna Stewart, let me put this dumbass's picture out here. That's not good enough. We want more. Pay us what we're worth. That's their motto. Well, ladies, here's a fucking wake-up call. You're worth nothing. Because, I've got it written down here. Since 1997, the league, we've had the league, right? That's around about, it's 29 years this year. Next year, we're 30 years. You've never made a profit. The league has never made a profit. Every year on average, you're losing 10 to 50 million between there. Last year was the biggest loss. You people come out with, whoa, but you know, the attendance is up. The attendance is not up. You've just had more people in there, but the money is not up. And you know why? Because you were selling tickets for $3 fucking to get people into the seats. Because no one wants to watch your shit product if Caitlin Clark is not playing or Asia Wilson. They're the only people want to watch. They don't want to watch any of the other ones because they're terrible. Let's be honest. If you're a basketball fan, right? Like me, basketball fan, and everything, all basketball competitions are running at the same time, right? And I've got the TV on. What am I watching? I'm going on, I'm looking, oh, is there an NBA game on or is there EuroLeague game on? No NBA, no EuroLeague. Okay, that's not good for me. Okay, but I want to watch basketball today. Oh, men's college basketball. Nah, not happening either. Man, let's watch some women's college basketball. Definitely. That's also not on today. Okay, what else is left? Oh, man, Spanish league is on. The German league is on. The French league is on. Partizan is playing against Red Star in the Serbian league, whatever. Oh, I'll watch that. The last thing you're going to fucking watch if you're a basketball fan is you're going to say, well, I'll watch the WNBA. And then, when you say that, that only changes if Caitlin Clark is playing. If Caitlin Clark is playing, you say, I might pull that a little bit forward. If she's not playing and Asia Wilson's not playing, but you're not watching the game, you're making fucking minus every fucking year, and you want more money. They're giving you... Other people would chop their fucking hands off for what you've got. Which business model in the world has made a loss for 30 years in a row and you get more wages? You should be bringing money. You people should be paying to play in the fucking league. You should be getting a can of Coke and a sandwich should be your bloody thing. I'm a capitalist. I'm all for everybody getting their money. Try to get as much as you can. But be fucking realistic. That's why... Woman, no brains at all. That's the WNBA. Oh, I'm losing my shit. I'm losing my shit today. Take the offer they've given you. And it's a fantastic offer. Take it. Sign it off for 3 years. Say it's only worth 3 years. Prove to everybody in the world that your league is worth something. Make a profit. Up the numbers. And stop hating against Caitlin Clark. Because listen here, no one in the world would talk about the fucking WNBA if it wasn't for Caitlin Clark. No one watches that shit. Oh, I lose my crap. I lose my crap. Hey, thanks a lot, Lawrence. Thank you very, very much. Only saw that now. Fantastic. Now I'm losing my shit here with these WNBA girls, man. And now they're all jealous because old Caitlin Clark got a job as a commentator on, I think it was NBC or CBS or I don't know where the fuck. She's the face of basketball. She's the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. Just get over it, man. Just get over it. For fuck's sake. Honestly, losing my shit here early in the morning or in the afternoon. Woo, Vic. Getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Take off your clothes. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Here we go. Then let's listen to the NBA. Let's go. NBA results. Those were the results of last night. I did all those in the morning show. I'm not going to do that again, but what I am going to do is put it properly there because that's not nice. You don't want that to happen. There you go. Yeah, it's okay like that. There you go. But what I want to do is get into the tables because that is important. Let's have a look at the NBA out there in the East. I mean, we've had more than half the season now. It's 82 games. You guys know that. We are at 45 games, 44 games for most teams. So we've passed the halfway season. All-Star game coming up. Trade deadlines coming up. We'll talk about that in a second. But let's look at the tables. Look in the East, the Detroit has been on top all season. Fantastic. They've just increased their lead a little bit. They're up to 6 games ahead of the Knicks and the Celtics. Be cool. No, can't be cool, man. Woman with no fucking brains at all. That's what the WNBA is. I don't care. Hate me, cancel me, give me a shitstorm. I'll shove your shitstorm up your ass. How can you be that stupid, man? My God. Then the Toronto Raptors, Cavaliers, and 76ers. There we go. Look, Giannis, looks like Giannis is going to get traded from the Bucks. Can the Hornets still get into the playoffs? I don't think so. Look, I'm going out on a limb here. I'm going to remind myself on this. Today is the 29th of January, and I say the Eastern Conference is going to stay exactly the same. Quote me on that. Eastern Conference staying exactly the same. I can't see any movement from the bottom 5 teams getting into the playoffs. I can obviously a lot of movement still possible between 10 and maybe the 6th spot there. It's very close. I think the top 5 will stay the top 5 in the East. Definitely not a problem there at all. Then we move to the West and how the West was won. I'm just going to check something here. Somebody's just writing to my phone from work. Work's always important. What do they want from me again? There you go. All right, no. So Oklahoma out in front there, ahead of San Antonio, Denver, Houston, LA, Minnesota. I still believe the Mavericks are going to get into it, who are 11th at the moment. Grizzlies, Utah, Sacramento, New Orleans are out. I'm staying cool, man. I'm cool. I'm cool, man. Don't worry. I think the Clippers will move up. Don't think they'll finish in 10th spot. I think they can overtake the Warriors and the Trailblazers. It all depends on what's going to be traded, man. It all depends on what's going to be traded. I like the Timberwolves. I'm still hoping Timberwolves do better. I've still got the Rockets winning the NBA this year. I haven't changed my mind. But Adams went down now with a season-ending injury. It all depends on the trades, baby. It all depends on the trades. Look, it looks like Giannis is going to be traded out of Milwaukee. He's out for the next 5 to 6 weeks in any case with an injury. Where do I want Giannis to go? I don't like super teams. I'll be honest with you. I don't want him to go. I mean, look, unless... If he goes to the Rockets, then you're going to have to trade one of the big pieces. I guess it's going to be Segun. Does that make the Rockets better? I mean, Giannis and Kevin Durant together, yes. I think Giannis, you've got to go to the Miami Heat, baby. That's just me. Go to the Heat. Look, he won't go to the Warriors. The Warriors, do they have the trading pieces for him? The Lakers, I like that trade. Giannis and Luka in the same team and ship LeBron off. I take that trade. I would take that trade. That's a trade I'd definitely like. Go for it, Word. Ask your questions. I'm up here, man. I'm up. But it looks like Giannis could be traded. But look, Dallas could be making trades. I mean, Anthony Davis, what are they going to do with him? Kyrie Irving is a possible trade. Will I be watching the Winter Olympics? No. I'll be on the channel 24 hours a day during the Winter Olympics. We're going to have Winter Olympic shows all the time, Word. So I expect you to be there because I know you're a big Olympics fan. We're going to be doing all the Olympics, the downhills, the skiing, the cross country, the ice hockey. Vic has taken a week of holidays for the Olympics, my friend. A week of holidays. I'm going to be sitting here 24 hours a day. The Olympics are going to be on the whole day. There you go. Let's have a look at there you go. Let's look at the leaders in the NBA there. Luka there with 33 points ahead of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards. Your points, your rebound, your assist leaders, Kay Cunningham there with 9.8. So nobody on over 10 assists at the moment. Then Karl Anthony Towns is there with the rebounds. As you can see, Nikola Jokic is out of all the statistics because he doesn't have enough games because of the injury. The blocks, Victor Wembanyama now the new block leader with 2.7, and last but not least the steals, Kawhi Leonard. I call the man the new glove. The man is unbelievable. For me, if he keeps this up, he could get into the MVP race this season. I'm telling you now, people laugh at me, but it is. You like James Harden's beard? Yeah, there you go. But for me, the problem is in the NBA, you have to play a certain amount of games to be in the MVP race. So Nikola Jokic needs to come back and play those games. If he gets another injury, he will not make it. Giannis won't make it. So at the moment, I'm looking, for me, it's between Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Tyrese Maxey. For me, those are the three MVP candidates at the moment, baby, at the moment. There we go. All-Star. See now, this All-Star, I thought it was supposed to be Europeans. It's not. It's not. This is your Eastern All-Stars for this year. Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Cade Cunningham, and Jaylen Brown. That's your starters for the East. Your starters for the West: Stephen Curry, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic, and Luka Doncic. I mean, look, only one American starting for the Western Conference. That's Stephen Curry. Otherwise, you've got a Canadian, a Frenchman, a Serbian, and a Slovenian. Crazy. No. First time, I think, in 20 years, LeBron James is not a starter for any of the conferences. Unfreaking believable. There you go. Then we move into the NHL. There were only 3 games last night, but it was, the Battle of New York. The Rangers lost to the Islanders. What's the world coming to? There you go, baby. There you go. Did you hear Shedeur Sanders is a Pro Bowler? Basketball is being run by the rest of the world at the moment. The Americans have got to pick up. Look, I still think, for me, I'll be honest with you guys, we'll take that away quickly. If everybody's healthy, and this is just my personal opinion, my favorite 2 players in the NBA, if everybody's healthy, Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Edwards. There you go. 2 Americans. For me, if they're healthy and they put their shit together, for me, they in the top, out of the 10 best players in the NBA, they're definitely in there. But LeBron's not in the top 10 anymore. Which American players do I see in the top 10? I don't see Steph Curry there anymore either, But we could do a show on that one day. Let's move into the tables there in the NHL. Let's have a look out there in the East. The beast in the East is the Tampa Bay Lightning, ahead of the Carolina Hurricanes and the Detroit Red Wings. Remember, the top 8 make it to the playoffs. So where we go? 2, 4, 6, 8. So the cutoff is the Islanders at the moment. I do think the Florida Panthers make the playoffs. The Rangers are just terrible at the moment. The Rangers are the only ones that are really falling off big time in the... I would put Durant in there as well. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I agree with you. Durant is in the top 10 as well. So that I can't see the Rangers and the Devils and the Capitals and the Maple Leafs making the playoffs. Ottawa, Columbus is going to be tight. But we'll see. Somebody can put a run together. Well, we got there 52 games and another 30 games to go. So plenty of time to put a run together. In the West, it's still the Colorado Avalanche way out in front there. It's ahead of the Wild, the Stars, and my Vegas Golden Knights. I always check out where the St. Louis Blues are. Yeah, but I think they'll make the playoffs. And then, you know how it is in the NHL. It doesn't really matter. Once the playoffs start, you mix the cards together. You mix them again. Let's have a look at the top scorers and point scorers in the NHL. Connor McDavid with 92 points ahead of Nathan McKinnon. Nikita Kucherov, Macklin, Celebrini, and Leon Draisaitl. Good stuff there. Top goal scorer in the league is Nathan McKinnon ahead of Connor McDavid and Jason Robertson from the Dallas Stars. Your save percentage, your best saving goalkeeper is Devin Cooley ahead of Andrei Vasilevsky and Philip Grubauer of the Seattle, Kraken, the Kraken. There you go. And the guy with the best goals against average is Andrei Vasilevsky, only getting 2.7 goals a game against him. So, that's the good stats. Then, I've been on it for half an hour already. My rants are too long, man. Let's have a quick look at the rankings of the NCAA, because March Madness is around the corner, baby. It's around the corner. And that's going to be on this channel a lot. I've got to take more holidays again. It's a good thing I got so much. Look, Arizona's still out on top with the men, followed by Yukon, Michigan, the Blue Devils in fourth, Nebraska, the Gonzaga Bulldogs. The Spartans, I always keep an eye out for the Spartans. I got a personal affiliation to the Spartans, so I check that out. And North Carolina down in 16. I only do the top 16. I don't do the top 25. There you go. On the women's side, it's Yukon. So the Yukon men and women are both doing well. Ahead of the Bruins, the South Carolina Gamecocks. I think that's their worst ranking in years. Down in third. Texas, Vanderbilt, LSU Tigers, Louisville, Iowa. Doing well. Michigan, Oklahoma. So we'll see. TCU. But that's all coming up, baby. That is all coming up. But I want to thank you guys for joining me on this one. Good show. I hope I didn't rant and swear too much, but I'm so disappointed that Bill Belichick didn't get a first round ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, that is a freaking disgrace. I'm so disappointed with the woman in the WNBA. You've got something going. You've got Caitlin Clark, and now you're fucking it up. I mean, if I'm an owner, listen, if you're a billionaire, you don't throw your money away, right? That's the reason you're a billionaire, because you know how to go with money. If I'm the WNBA owners, the best thing that could happen to me is that the season gets cancelled. I don't make 50 million minus. I don't have to pay this woman. I don't have to do anything. If I was which business model allows you to run a loss for 30 years? For 30 years. The NBA pumps money in for 30 fucking years. I mean, every business in the world would have been shut down except for Air Italia. They ran also for 30 years on a minus. The Hall of Fame is rigged. 100%, it's rigged. It's a disgrace. I don't want to go into it because I got to get ready for in 50 minutes. It's the DEFCON rugby show with Verts. I got to come down before I go back up again. Guys, thanks for joining me for Across the Pond. Be back next week. Let's see what happens next week. We'll know more. I mean, big build up. It's going to be a big build up to the Super Bowl next week. More NBA. We'll know more about the trades going on. Don't forget, not this weekend coming, the week after, it's the weekend of the 8th and 9th of February. We have the Super Bowl, and the weekend after that, we have the NBA All-Star Weekend. So check it out. Guys, have a great one. See you next week. Ciao, ciao.